Hello everybody, it's me, the non-fictional explainer. Now, I know that it might be weird seeing me like this, you know. Usually, doing one of these Minecraft videos, I'd be, you know, doing a little intro or something, but, not this time, not right now. I'm still waiting for, like, Management 1 to update so I can actually finish back to the ball pit, so, yeah. In all honesty, the Management 1 1.0 might just be my Half-Life 3. So anyways, today I'm actually going to show you how to build this sleigh bag kit. Yeah, this whole Santa sleigh. Now, this took like a bit of time to figure out a good design for, because originally, instead of these like reindeers, I used this balloon here with propellers on the sides to essentially push the sleigh forward. But now, I actually came up with a design that works really well with like all these fans and like levitate blocks. So I'm actually going to show you guys how to build a working version of this, right? So let's start this off. Okay, so here we are in the daytime where everything is nice and visible, right? Okay, so to start with, you're gonna need to design your sleigh. Okay, so if you don't know how to use create aeronautics, okay, it's simple. All you gotta do is like take a few blocks, right? Just put them in a shape like this, right? You just make any shape you want. Then you go over here to like your honey glue, and then you just do a little bit of bloop bloop, and then there you have your thing. Now you go over here, physics assembler, then there. Now it's a physical object. You can way more around. See, so that's how you make like physics object, right? So that's how you should make your sleigh. You can pick like any design you want. I decided to go with the design from like Arthur Christmas. It's inspired by that design, but you can go with whichever design you want. You can go Disney, Christmas Chronicles, whatever you want, right? Okay, so when it comes to design reindeer, I'm gonna go in depth on how we do this, right? Okay, so let's start with actually talking about how they work. Okay, so the way they work, right, is we have these four, what are they called? Smart propellers, right, on each end, right? And each one is like tilted on a different axis. So this one's forward, this one's sideways. That way it won't, you know, tilt and stuff. And it's the same thing on each one. They're all connected here, and they're all powered by creative motors. So yeah, you have grindstones so that they can all just slide across the floor very easily. So yeah, all right. So now I'm gonna show you how to build just one of these, right? Because if you can build one, then you can build the rest pretty easily. It's very simple, right? Okay, so we're gonna build our little reindeer, like, right here, okay? We're gonna build it right here. Okay, so this is how you do it, right? So first of all, you take the grindstone, right? You're gonna lay it out like this. So you're gonna go one, you're gonna have to leave a space between, and one here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boom, boom, right? Now, usually you'd place these, like, upside down, but, like, this way is just faster for me. Okay, so that's, like, the basis, right? Next, you're gonna grab some creative motors, right? You're gonna grab a creative motor from create. You're gonna place one here, 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 and here, as well as right here. This is gonna be the fan inside here. That's actually gonna push our thing forward, right? Okay, so once you got like your basic stuff, you're gonna want to set all of these to 256, just so that they're at full power, right? Okay, once they're all at full power, you're gonna go ahead and grab one of these things right here. This is called a analog transmission, okay? You're gonna place one on the top of these right here, okay? Next, you're gonna place one right here, like that. Okay, next you're gonna grab a cogwheel. You're gonna place it on top of the grindstone. So it's like here, 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 and here. You're gonna place one on the middle here as well. Okay. Next, you're gonna go ahead and grab your smart propellers, right? Place them like on top of the cogwheels, like that. So make sure they're orange. So this one's forward, this one's sideways, this one's forward, this one's sideways. Okay, like that. Next, you're gonna grab a regular propeller for like the middle one. So let me get, okay, got an andesite propeller. You're gonna grab that, place it right here. Okay, which direction is it blowing from? Okay, it's all blowing in the right direction. Okay, so Next, you're gonna go into create, and you're gonna grab one of these cases right here. It's called brass casing. You can grab this brass casing, and you're gonna cover all your cogs. You're just gonna hide all your cogs. Just hide all your cogs. Good. Okay. So now, what you do, if I remember this line correctly. Okay, so you're gonna grab some stone. Okay, this is gonna be our weight. So you're gonna put some stone here and right here. Okay. Okay, and so that our reindeer kind of resembles a reindeer, we're gonna grab some wool. You don't have to use wool, but wool is light, so it doesn't really weigh anything. So it won't weigh anything now. So boom, and boom. Okay, then we have our base reindeer design now. Okay, so pull this away. Okay, next we're gonna grab some of these levers, right? We're gonna place them on top. So place one in the middle right here. So these will actually send a redstone signal to stop our engine. This is going to be important later on. Okay, so we'll place one here, 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 and here. Okay, good. Now, you're going to go ahead and grab one of these redstone links. You're going to place one all on top of here, and one on the side right here. Okay. So what you're gonna do now, okay, you're gonna go to the, and grab a wrench, and you're gonna set all of these to receiving, right, so that way they can receive signal. Okay, now, okay, so the way I have it on my reindeer right now, on my sleigh right now, okay, so the front two reindeer right here, they are being controlled by this system, right, so this side, when I use a remote control, aka this link control right here. When I press D, it will turn these fans off, making it tilt to the right. When I press A, these ones will turn off, making it tilt to the left. So that's how I have it on the front too. And for this, these are controlled so when I hit the S key, it will make the propeller stop. All the propellers that have bells on them will stop. As well as on the bottom of all the sleighs, I have this one right here, which has some ink sacs. That'll make them like stop the fan in the middle. That'll stop the fan in the middle, right? Okay. So, right now we're gonna make this a basic, it's gonna make it like a basic Ford sleigh, right? So I'm gonna grab me some red dye, some blue dye. Okay, place some here. According to my design, it should be, yep, boom, like that. Boom, boom, then boom, 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 boom. I will mention though, right? Because you have to have the same ones, okay? If you miss one, it'll be a completely different signal and it won't work with the others, so yeah. Okay, so go boom, and then boom. Alright, so that's good. Okay, now we're gonna grab an ink sac for this. Okay, now that we've got all our things, right? Time to hook them up. So you only need to hook up to like the one. The rest, because these are receiving, since it has the same frequency, it'll connect to itself automatically. So if I press A right now, press D. Okay, so if I go right click my controller and go AD, see, you can see that the signal is indeed working on both. Okay, and if I go to the bottom one, hit spacebar, you can see that works now too. So the cool thing about this, right? So I'm gonna grab me a simple winch, right? Okay, grab a hand crank, a winch, and some rope, right? This is how you're gonna connect your stuff. You need a rope connector right here, rope winch, so. Just gonna unwind this. Okay. Now I'm gonna make this fly. So you gotta be careful with how you turn it on, because if you turn it on too fast, stuff will go crazy. I'll just say that stuff will go crazy. Okay, so let me just. Oh yeah, right. Whoops, sorry folks, I forgot to actually make it an actual thing. And I apparently forgot to glue it. I'm a dum-dum. So yeah, remember to when you finish building your reindeer, glue it. Just make sure to glue it. Otherwise it'll fall apart like it did just now. Okay, there you go. Just like one like that. So now when you add the physics assembler to it, here, right? Add the physics assembler. By the way, I'll mention this, right? Once your object is a physics object, you can essentially just add whatever you want, and it will essentially still move the object. So I can just go like this, and add that on there, and then like I move this, see it's not part of it, right? So that's how you make like the little red things right here. Once they're both physics objects, you can connect these up, and then you can have it so turn this into a physics object as well, right? So make this a physics object as well. So put this, so tip over. Okay, you can use the slime ball, right? And you can just do, so you can do boop and then boop. Now join the blocks together, like so. Okay, so now that that's that, right? We're going to test it out. We're gonna test out our system. So I'm gonna add the rope connector. We're gonna add the actual rope. There we go. Okay, gonna now crank this down so it has some room to actually fly and stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna freeze this in place. You're gonna set all these to 7. The left and right to 7. I will say though, once you have 2 pairs, don't turn on the middle ones. This design can work by itself, but if you want to have it like with 2 pairs on the side, I recommend you never use these middle ones. You just leave them off. Okay, so now we just put these to 7, all of them to 7. Turn that to 0. Okay, now we're gonna unfreeze this. As you can see, the thing is now flying. And because of, as you can see right there, because of the way the propellers are set up, look up there. Because of the way the propellers are set up, because they'll essentially try and keep the whole thing upright the entire time. So right now, if I select this, right, so if I go like this, you can actually, I'll hold down spacebar so it stops pushing, but you can see there that now it's really good at flying. So I can like tap D, and it'll turn left, and I tap A, it'll go left, tap D, it'll go right, boom, like that. So that's how you make, like, your basic, reindeer, right? And so yeah, you made your basic reindeer, congratulations. So, one final thing of note, right, because the way you design your sleigh, right, by the time you want to start flying, it's recommended you add this levitate block, right, okay? So what this will do is essentially help the sleigh float. So if I place some here and here, okay, so this will help out when it comes to making the sleigh actually fly. See, as you can see now, it's actually levitating off the ground. So I'll actually remove one so it's way more even on both sides. Still a little heavy, so I'm going to remove it entirely. Okay, so as long as you have the right amount of levitate, you can make your sleigh fly. Like that, beautiful. Now, a thing of note, right? So, when taking off, these will actually add some drag to your thing, right? So, when you try to take off, you'll notice you're a lot slow at first. Don't worry, the moment you start picking up more and more speed, you'll actually start to go way faster. So, don't worry about that, okay? It'll start slow, but as long as you, like, pick up the speed on the engines, yeah. I also recommend you make... So, the way that I have it work, right? So, when in the air, I actually have this set to max, but I have these set to something like 9 or something like that, okay? Just because doing so makes it drag a bit, so everything becomes more aligned. Alright. Okay, so I've frozen all the sleighs in place, just so I can turn up all the engines and stuff, okay? I also, remember to add levitate to the actual reindeer themselves when doing this configuration. You can add them on the sides right here, that way they're a lot more even during flight. Well, with all that said, let's actually take off. So I'll unfreeze the first one, to pick up speed, boom, boom, and boom. Hold on to your butts, here we go! And just like that, guys, we are now airborne. And yeah, we can fly around everything. If I just hold the controller in my hand, we can actually see. Okay, I hold A, and right now we're tilted to the left, and... yeah, look, we're turning. Look at that. Look, isn't that amazing? The sight of this alone is utterly incredible. I can only imagine what it looks like for shade. But yeah, guys, that's how essentially you make your own Santa sleigh in Create Aeronautics. Thank you all for watching this video. Hope you found it useful. Hopefully you guys get to improve this design yourselves. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.